What I have here is a piece of plexiglass and a heat gun, and what I'm going to do is make kind of like a electrical effect by heating all this plastic into kind of like a energy that I can spray paint, add lights to, and it's really simple. Just to make a hole for my hand, I'm going dead center. I'm just heating it up, and as you can see, it kind of curls as it melts. It kind of goes inward. My hand will actually fit through this little hole. I just keep on going in circles, and it'll just expand outward bit by bit. A little bit of the warping there. Just when I'm hitting it with the gun, I'm going to get the corners real good. Wasn't quite sure if this would work, so this is all experimental. And here in a little bit, I'm just kind of getting it all over. So I'm going to fold this here in a little bit, start making the projectile with energy. It's going to be lightning on this, but you can do any color. I'm going to use a stained glass spray paint. Find that at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if Joann's has it, but I've seen it at Hobby Lobby. It's getting pretty close. I'm going to try to fold it. Gotta put the phone down to do that. But just constantly keep it warm, like so. And we're going to try to flip it pretty soon. You see what I've been doing here? I was holding the heat gun on the plastic, and as it started to bubble, I would slowly just fold it in and letting it cool and heating it up in layers. It's kind of giving this nice outward wavy effect that's pretty awesome. I'm just going to keep on going. I'm going to hit this just like so, and once it starts to kind of bubble, about ready to do it right there, you can see the reflection change. Yeah, so as it's bubbling, you just hold up the corner, fold it in. Again, more warping helps here and there. Just put that aside for a second. And as it's cooling, you just kind of fold it in. There, and it takes the shape. So it was flat, now it's starting to curve. I put my hand through here, like so, and I do more warping. It'll look, get it some paint, it'll look like some lightning. As we get the basic shape, just kind of blasting these corners, and they're going to kind of curl up bit by bit. And as you get them all heated up, you can twist them. Right now it kind of looks a little bit more like fire. If I painted it orange, it'll probably be pretty cool. Or green, it'll look like a nice wizard's fire coming out of my hand. Or a mutant, you know. You can make it look a little icy. Or just making it blue and frosty. Yeah, just this is the time-consuming part. The basic start is easy, but getting the way you want it, yeah. So it started off like this, now it's all crinkly like that. Pretty cool. After you heat out some like strips, just kind of like how you heated out this hole, just go around, heat out the strips. You can start curving it down, let gravity do its work just by hitting the thinner areas, and it'll start to just kind of move forward, and that'll be the outward flow. But I'll show you what I'm doing. First I heat a bunch of strips like this just by holding the heat gun there, and it starts to create a hole. It takes a little while, that's why I didn't do it in real time, but you can kind of see that hole just consistently expanding as I just hold the heat, and as the hole gets bigger, I just move down. Yeah, I'll cut out a strip like so, And then the thinner areas where the two parts have separated, I'll just hit it with the heat gun over and over again like this, and that helps it like just like warp it down, you know, into the shape that you want. Again, kind of making a hole from reverse. Just kind of flows upward, starts to get warped, all that. Yeah, it just kind of disintegrates bit by bit. But yeah, I'm just kind of cutting into it, and once I get a few strips, I'll heat around, and it'll start flowing down. For this, I cut out a strip here, and as I heated it, I would just kind of twist it, and just kind of keeping it shaped. I got a few more strips over here. What I'm going to do is use this corner right here. I'm just going to heat around and slowly, all this gravity is going to move it downwards. Sometimes it needs a little help. Right there, see? And that helps to flow out. You just gotta get these little thin parts. And it'll just kind of get kind of rubbery, and then you could shape it down. Hold it for a few seconds. Ah, there we go. See? This part's starting to curl inward. Just hold it for a few seconds. Yeah, it's gonna move. Alright. And you can twist it around and however you want. Lots of cutting strips side to side and twisting them as they're still doughy and get this nice little electrical effect. Right now it kind of looks like fire. I'm just kind of bubbling up this main piece right here. I want it to kind of come inward just a bit, so I'm just going to do a number like that. You gotta hold it for a few seconds. You'll start to see it kind of warp as you do things like that. And you gotta get that. Oh, now I can bend it inwards. So just a little weight goes a long way. Just keep doing that. It's going to start kind of collapsing on itself. I want to kind of almost there. And okay. And I just pressure it inwards just a bit. Hold it for a few seconds. Now you got some lightning. Now I will paint this just a little bit. Since I'm doing this for a Sith costume, it'll have like a little purpley blue tint. But yeah, that's pretty stinking cool. I just hold it out like that. Probably recognize these. They're just covers for your fluorescent tubes that you get at the hardware store. They're really cheap. And I already gave myself an extra piece or two by putting them in the inside. They're slightly different in color. I don't know if that's because I sanded this tube down first before melting it, or if that's just the way it is, but we're going to give it a color tint anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And just going to heat one of these up and I'll kind of give myself a little bit longer stream coming out instead of just this ball of fire look. But it looks beautiful. I mean, look at all that. But one thing I thought about this is put that on your finger, and you could probably just get away with just having these and just heating them up and zigzagging them all over the place. But I went for the big plexiglass thing, and yeah, I think that looks really good. I'm going to coat it with some saran wrap and just kind of reinforce it, because this stuff is very fragile, and if it does break on you, you get your heat gun out, hold it up, melt it, it'll reattach itself. Not in its original form, but I got a point where I had to melt and reattach, and you could barely tell that happened. Another one over there. Right here, this was reattached because it shattered off, but that's why I'm going to wrap it in saran wrap, see how that looks. Maybe it'll give it some reinforcement. Okay, I'm just heating up one of those tubes here. Get it nice and hot and pliable. And it's about ready to warp. Okay, good. And I just kind of twist it while it's in that doughy, slightly warped stage. You could just hold it and twist and let it cool, and it'll take on that like jagged effect. You just do it section by section, and then you'll get something like that. Just a little stream of energy coming out. Alright, and the saran wrap did work, so I'm going to probably, once I put a few more of these in here, I'm going to coat some more saran wrap and just heat the tips, and then stick it on like that, and then take my gun and heat it again. Okay, I'm pretty happy with it now, all the shading and whatnot. Yeah, I lost a little tip. Alright, now it's going to come time to paint it. This is stained glass spray paint. Now I'm going with a purple. You can also use blue. I normally see bluish purple lightning coming out of a Sith. It's up to you. I'm only going to slightly mist it. You don't need a lot. Just shake it up really well. This is a secondary option that you can use to spray paint with. It is a reflective finish. What it does is the same type of reflective material that they spray on highway road dashes and lines, so they pop and when your lights hits them. And if you didn't want putting lights in, anything that difficult, you just spray this on. Once it dries, the light will just reflect in all the flash. I'll give you a sample of that later. I'm just going to slightly mist it on. Yeah, forget the purple. Go with blue from the very start. So if you get this, it'll look a lot better for your lightning. Nothing wrong with the purple. It's just, yeah, blue looks better. So just a few dabs here and there. Don't cake it on. You know, just want a hint of color. Alright, let's put a light underneath this. It should be considered done. Just a blinking light and some Christmas tree lights. And I got myself the lightning that I desired. So it looks pretty cool. It flashes pretty brightly with LEDs. I put a little hot glue gun wax everywhere, kind of give it a little extra veins. That's all I did, was kind of like vein work with a hot glue gun all over the place. Gives it a little extra catching the light texture, I guess you would call it. Well, if you like this video, please hit a like, subscribe. I'll come out with more props and costume pieces and events. And anyways, happy building. Take care. God bless.